Lesson 1.2 is all about order of operations. You've been doing this since probably fifth or sixth grade, maybe. Start out with like three numbers and then work your way up to four and then maybe five. And you did some last year and the year before. And then if you looked at page 3, we have a lot of numbers, a lot of different types of brackets, okay, or grouping symbols. So we're going to start out slow and we're going to work our way up. Okay, so if um, if you remember the PEMDAS order of operations, actually they changed it to GEMDAS with a G because parentheses is not the only type of grouping symbol you use. You also can use brackets and other types. So, and you're going to see that in the notes. But you can remember it like this. So you always want to do what's inside parentheses first. And then you're going to do exponents. If you have exponents inside your parentheses, you do the exponent inside your parenthesis first. And then you do multiplication or division, depending on which comes first. You always move from left to right. So if division comes first, you're going to do your division first. If multiplication comes first, you do your multiplication first. And the same for addition or subtraction in order from left to right. So let's go down to the box. We are given an expression. We are going to solve it the correct way and we are going to solve it the incorrect way. So I am going to start over here in the incorrect way and I'm going to rewrite the problem as it is. Okay. And I'm going to show you a way that some students might try to solve this that would be incorrect. The first thing is sometimes students will multiply 3 times 5 and get 15 squared. And then 15 squared is 225. Okay. Can somebody tell me why this is wrong? Yes. Yeah, you have to do your, if you look up at the rules, you have to do your exponents before you do your multiplication. So this right here, big no-no. Don't do this. Boop. Cross that out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to write it out again in the same way. I don't need to rearrange the problem, but I have to do my exponents first. So it becomes 3 times, what's 5 squared? 25. And then 3 times 25 is 75. So you do your exponents first, then you can do what's left, and then you can do this. And then make sure you box your answer, okay? All right, now I'm going to write in the incorrect box 6 divided by 2 times 3. Now because, yes, okay. Because the order of operation has multiplication first and then division, the PEMDAS, a lot of students will think, oh, well then I need to do 2 times 3 first. And so they'll do 2 times 3 first. 6 divided by 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 divided by 6 is 1. But remember, when we're doing multiplication and division, you go in order from left to right. So in rewriting this problem, the first thing we're going to do, since we have both multiplication and division, is we are going to do the division first. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then we can finish off the problem by doing 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay, so big no-no over here. Big yes, yes over here. Okay, let's look at the next one. What should we do first on this one? Noah? Yes. So this is the correct way. This over here is going to be the incorrect way. So 5 times 3 is 15. 2 plus 15 is 17. over here, if we added first, we get 7 times 3, which is 21. That is clearly not the right answer. Okay, so the point of this is to show you that when you do order of operations in the incorrect order, you're going to get an incorrect answer. All right, so even if you do the operations correctly, you're not doing the order correctly. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to page 2. Now, sometimes what helps me is by underlining what I must do first. So according to our order of operation rules, I must do my grouping symbols first, whatever that is. In this case, it is parentheses. So I must solve what is inside the parenthesis first. And that is going to be 5 minus 3, which is going to give me 2. Now, showing work means you need to show every step. That doesn't mean showing 7 like this and then doing the next one and showing a little number here and then showing a little number here and then finally coming down to your answer. We know that 5 minus 3 is 2, so we're going to rewrite the whole thing. We're going to bring everything down. I know you are thinking this is too much work when I can do it easily in my head, and that is great for you, but this will prevent you from making unneeded mistakes. All right, according to order of operations, our next step is, say that again. We did exponents, which we don't have, and
multiply division by the 2.
okay, so you multiply and divide in order from left to right. So what comes first? The division comes first. So the 21 divided by 7 comes first. Okay, so we're going to do 21 divided by 7 is 3. Are we done with multiplication and division? No. So we have to multiply our 2 times 2. Do you know what commutative property of addition or multiplication is, anyone? Can somebody describe that for me? You can? Okay.
You can flip around the numbers any way you want, but it'll add it.
Exactly, but it only applies to addition or multiplication, not subtraction. So we can't move this around unless we move the symbol with it. Now, addition and subtraction, though, says, again, in order from left to right. And so since our addition comes first, we're going to add. Okay, and then we have our final answer of 5. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go down to example 2, and then we're going to go down to example 3, and then you with your partner will do practice 1, 2, and 3 on your own. Okay. So let's look at example 2. Order of operations says parentheses first. So we're going to do what's in parentheses first. Order of operations says that there's no more parentheses inside the parentheses, but there is exponent. So we must do the exponent first. Don't add your 2 and your 1. What is 2 cubed? 8. 2 times 2 times 2, not 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 2. And I bet you don't forget that again, because it's just, remember, we're reviewing for a reason, to remind you of some of those rules that you need to know for further on. So again, we're going to bring down what we did not work on. Okay. A lot of times we're going to want to go straight to that exponent again, but remember, parentheses comes first. So we're going to solve what is inside that parenthesis. So we have parentheses. Now this parenthesis is not showing an operation within the parenthesis. It is just showing multiplication of 9. So we're done with parentheses. You could put a raised dot there if you wanted to. So now we're going to move on to exponents. So 3 squared is 9. And bring down that other 9. And then last one is 9 times 9, 81. Okay, good. You guys are doing great. All right, let's go down to example 3. This one's a different one. Okay. So in this, we have division, and we have addition, and we have subtraction. If you think about it, we don't have parentheses. Skip that. We don't have exponents. Skip that. Do we have multiplication and division? Or division? We do have division. We have division up here, and we have division right here. Remember, fractions are division. So we first need to divide here, and then subtract here to get rid of to condense the division part. So the first thing I'm going to do is 8 divided by 4. Okay. I still cannot divide here because 9 minus 6 still has to be done. So I have to do my 9 minus 6 first. But you're doing that so that you can divide. So now I have 2 over 3 plus 1. Okay, now fractions are they're friends in algebra. If you don't need to turn something to a decimal, please do not. I do not want to turn this into a decimal. I just want to add these now. So what is 2/3 plus 1? 1 and 2/3. Good. Okay. Now, what I would like for you to do, work on the 3 practice problems on the right with a partner, and then I'm going to pause the video. When we come back, we're going to check those answers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the answers so you can check your work. That's for practice 1 and practice 2. Okay. And then I'm going to show you practice 3. And if I need to go back so you can see any work, then I will. And then this is one on them. So are there any questions on any of those? Okay, so if you did not finish, instead of writing out all my steps, I just want you to write the answer so that you could go back in and work it out and see if you could get to that answer. Right now, we're going to go ahead and move on to page 3. So you're going to notice that some of these are getting a little bit more intense, a little bit more of a challenge. Okay, but I guarantee you, if you follow those order of operations, then you're going to do fine. So remember I said that there's multiple groupings. You're going to see parentheses and you're going to see brackets. Notice in this one, you have a parenthesis within a bracket within a bracket. Instead of doing the example 4, I'm going to do the practice 4 with you, okay? Because that one is, you're going to see one like that on the homework, and I want to make sure we get through that one. So when we are looking at parentheses, we want to start from the inside out. So we want to start with the innermost grouping as possible. In this problem, the innermost grouping is 6 plus 5. Okay. And we know that that's going to be 11. So when we bring everything down, because that's how we're going to show our work, even though you might be able to not show all of it, we're going to do it anyway. So you have 3, and you're going to start your bracket. 3, and I would write big. You're going to start another bracket with a parenthesis that we solved. 6 plus 5 is 11. And then just write everything out just like it is. Bracket, bracket. There's a double bracket there. Okay? See how that works? Still dealing with grouping. So we're going to go into the innermost grouping. Our innermost grouping is 11 times 3 plus 4. So now, because there's multiple operations, we have to start over with PEMDAS. So we have multiplication and addition. What comes first? Right, so we're gonna do multiplication. We're gonna get 33 and we're gonna bring everything down. I know you're thinking, well, I know that 33 plus 4 is 37. Can I just write that? No, you may not. If you want to get full credit, do all of your steps. So 3 plus 2. And then in your bracket, you'll have 33 plus 4 minus 15. Do you guys see what's going on here? Is this confusing? A little bit, yeah, because of all the brackets you're dealing with. So again, we're still not done with groupings. The innermost grouping is so this is gonna, I want you to pay attention to how I write this. We have 3, and then we start a bracket, 3 plus 2, and then 7. Do you see what operation we have here with 2 and 7? What are we doing?
Where did the 33 go?
Yeah,
Seven.
there's a lot of times.
Yes,
Oh, that I should have another, thank you. See, that's how you correct me. Did I give you the example of how somebody corrected me in this class?
That's wrong.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's not 7, it's going to be 37. Thank you. So now, what is the operation between 2 and 37? Multiplication. Remember, brackets are a form of grouping, so they're like parentheses. And anytime you have a number right outside of a bracket or a parenthesis, we're multiplying those. So I'm going to turn this, well, we're going to just do it like this, 37. If you wanted to change that to a parenthesis, you could. Okay. So now, again, working inside a grouping symbol, we have addition and multiplication comes first. This is long. I'm running out of space. So whenever I run out of space, I do this little arrow thing and bring it up here so I have more room. Okay, again, we're going to finally get rid of our groupings. 3 plus 74. Now what are we going to do? We're going to multiply 3 and 77 because 3 is right outside of a grouping symbol. Okay. 3 times 77, what is it? Did I do it right? Let's check. 31. 231 minus 15. And woof. That was a long one. Okay. Example or practice 5. Which one do you want to do? You choose example or practice. We'll do example. Okay. 6 squared plus 4 cubed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
30. 6.
Mm-hmm.
12, you know, then you add those. Get it.
Okay, so now if you didn't know what 4 cubed is, remember it's going to be 4 times 4 times 4. And then you get 16 times 4, which is? Is there a question? Okay. All right, please stop me if you have a question. 36 plus 64. There you go. Perfect. I think our warm up on Tuesday is going to be the ones we didn't do unless you've already done them. So because I just want to do 2 more. I think you've sat long enough, you've listened long enough, you've worked great. So we're going to do 2 more. I want you though to do practice 6, you and your partner. And then we're gonna check it. We're gonna come back and check it. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video, and when we come back, we're gonna check practice 6. Okay, so here is practice 6. Here, I need. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, we're gonna do one more. And that is going to be practice 7. So we're going to do practice 7 right here. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, and when we come back, we'll show the answer, and then we will be done. And here is the answer to practice 7. And then notes will be posted on Canvas so that if you go back and do the other 5 that we did not do, then you can check your answers there. Otherwise, we will go over it next Tuesday. Okay. All right. So that concludes lesson 1.2.